No, what I do is throughout the spring usually is when once it starts to get in summer, I'm a little bit better.
Summer's when I get them.
But I didn't used to get them at all. It happened to me as I got older.
Yeah, that happened to me too.
Like
I
ever
didn't used
since
to
the
have allergies at
abduction.
all. Yeah.
Ever since
Yeah.
the abduction that didn't happen that I already said I've never been.
We've both been abducted, and fucking aliens gave us allergies.
I did see an alien craft, and then after that, I had a hay fever allergy, and it was really odd. And I just, we're joking, obviously,
That's
people,
factual.
but
Well,
there are
some.
when you listen to a lot of cases, there are some weird facts that are thrown in there, like, well, I saw an alien, and then 20 days later, I had my period, or like. And it's just like, why is this included in the information? But there's a lot of legit stuff.
5 days later, I met a boy. And he said he liked me. That hasn't happened in 25 years.
And he had two other identical boys right next to him that looked like him, and they all moved at once in a mirror-like fashion.
Chris actually has a cousin that apparently was getting regularly abducted by aliens, and they were putting implants in him. They put implants in his ears. Like
he got x-rays, and they were like, what's this
Yeah,
in
he
your
actually
ear?
went to surgeons to have them removed. And every time they went to go cut his ear, like, the implant would move, so they couldn't cut it. And he just decided, well, fuck it, it's either cut my whole ear off or just live with this thing, and he just lived with it. But apparently, like, the aliens were abducting him. He was born with some sort of disease. Yeah, it would move inside of his ear.
Oh my god, that's insane.
He went to, like, I guess 3 different surgeons, and nobody could get it out because it moved. But apparently the aliens, like, cured him of some sort of disease that he had. Like, he was born with some sort of, like, really crippling disease. I don't remember what it was. But, of course, Chris could tell the story a lot better than me.
I've heard some cases like that. One of the and also, while we were talking about the Travis Walton case earlier, one of his theories is that the reason they brought him on board was to cure him because they killed him by accident. Like when the beam struck him and he was killed, they were like, "Oh shit, we didn't mean to do that." So
we'll make you better, buddy.
They brought him up, and
that's like E.T. E.T. did that shit. He could just touch some shit and it'd be like, "Oh,
I'm hurt." I don't think they looked quite like he didn't describe him looking quite. Like
I don't
E.T.
think any documented
has there been
ever looked like E.T.
There has to be, like, around the time the movie came out, some like jokesters who were like,
possibly.
I saw E.T.
Well, I'm talking about like before the movie. Like no one ever said, well, it was a short little guy with kind of webbed feet, and he waddled when he walked, had a neck that stretched out to about 2.5 feet.
He was the darn cutest thing you ever could see.
Yeah. They drove around in these kind of Easter egg bullet-shaped craft with lots of lights. You would think that those lights would be completely superfluous. Like, why would a spacecraft need that many lights? That's a lot of fucking lights.
Oh, all the lights that are on
E.T.'s craft
movie?
Yeah, that's a lot of lights.
It was quite a few lights.
I guess it's Hollywood.
I mean, it is a movie.
But I'm just saying.
I think most of the lights that come off, like, real craft is more like some after effect of, like, their propulsion or, like...
Yeah.
Something like that. Or who knows? But who knows?
I don't know. I've kind of read stories about, like, I guess it's kind of hard to explain. It's more like the energy, the way that light bounces off of this force field. It is kind of an energy field that's around these things. Like, you're not actually seeing them, but you're seeing, like, the field around them. And that's why you can't get crystal clear pictures. That's why they're always fuzzy.
Yeah.
But there's lots of excuses as to why they're always fucking fuzzy. But there have been pictures that I've seen that are not fuzzy. I've seen videos that are not fuzzy. So they're not all fuzzy. There's some pretty compelling photographs.
Weird photo anomalies in this world. Have you ever heard of that weird, like, spaceman photograph that was taken by that guy who was, like, trying to take a picture of his daughter in a field, and then all of a sudden there's just, like, this giant, weird, like, spacesuit-looking figure in the background?
I don't think I've seen that.
And it's been determined it's not a fake photograph, but they can't explain why that
guy's there.
Yeah.
Is he like one of those Nordic
No, this
He's
is like
just-
it looks.
he's
literally-
wearing a
This looks like a
spacesuit?
guy in a spacesuit.
Crazy.
It's one of the darndest things, and I am gonna bring it up.
I don't know
right now.
about like a lot of. I haven't heard a lot of like new or more recent reports of like aliens or whatever showing up in spacesuits. Like that's kind of like old school shit. The spacesuits.
the
Like,
Solway Firth spaceman.
oh yeah! Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Dude's just like
it's just
Chilling.
not. Yeah, and the father
got
says
like his hands on his
the
hips.
father
like, what
says
up?
when he was taking the photo he didn't see it.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, the Solway Firth spaceman. There's like, because a lot of photos can immediately, especially by skeptics, obviously too.
Yeah.
But they're just like people will point to them and be like,
Nope.
no,
Fake.
no,
It's fake.
nah,
Can't be true.
nah.
Well, they're usually right. I mean,
A lot of them,
most
but
photographs.
there's definitely
are-
some weird stuff.
Yeah, I've definitely seen some weird shit that I'd look at and I'm like, well,
And also, I don't know, we have a guest coming up in another segment here, and like we were talking about earlier, one of the scenes in his movie with that
yeah, that
segmented
segmented spheroid
object.
thing. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck
the
that
video,
was.
yeah, it's hard to make out, but it's definitely something really weird, and it's like, what is...
Yeah, I want to ask him what he thinks about that shit. But he'll be on next. The mighty Nomar Slevik.
Yeah, and his film, Otherworldly Amor, I really enjoyed watching it. Like, it's
good.
It's interesting.
It's definitely
Yeah.
interesting.
I'm definitely going to check out his other stuff.
Yeah, I haven't
for sure.
watched his other ones yet either. But I'm sure they're good. That one was good.
And I appreciate you turning me on to him. And
Turn me loose. Turn me loose. Yeah.
What?
Gotta do it my way.
Who sings that?
Well, no way at all. I don't know who sings that.
Is it Jovi?
Bon
No.
Jovi? No, that's not Bon Jovi.
No, that's a female singer.
No, it's a dude.
It's a dude.
Turn me loose. I don't know who fucking sings that. I think our fact checker's looking it up. Well, now Adam wants to be the fact checker
Turn
too.
me
He's
loose.
all.
Well, I'm just,
He's got a stand for his phone.
I do. I
I
have.
can't even stand my phone.
I ordered a nice little stand off Amazon so I can like bring up stuff that
Lover
we're talking
Boy.
about.
It's
Oh, it's a
Loverboy.
Lover Boy.
Yep.
Wow.
That's why it sucks.
No wonder Lover Boy's so good.
Oh,
Oh, we have different opinions.
yeah.
on this,
Well,
apparently.
that's for a whole nother podcast. Loverboy episode. Shit.
So,
But no, this one is. We are talking about aliens.
even though we are going to have our usual TNGs,
Tangies.
probably not in the second segment though. We're going to be honed in there,
Oh, we'll see.
like some sharks. Well, we'll have
I'll
fun.
probably be honed in, but yeah.
Well, I'll probably be honed in.
Doesn't mean I'm not weird.
Doesn't mean I'm not having fun.
I'm still having fun. We're having fun in Tangent Town.
Tangent town. What if it was just like a town? Population, me and you, baby.